Oh, Nina, hello there. It's your favorite future sister-in-law here. Thank you so much for the wonderful share that you put on today. I love the vegetables and rice you make because it tastes so delicious. Above all, it helps you stick to the household budget, right? Hello, Natalie. You're welcome, I guess, but I'm sorry, I don't quite get what you're getting at. Could you please clear this up for me and tell me what you actually want to say? What are you even on about? Did I do something? Didn't you realize that I made the rice and vegetables especially for you to feel welcome? You're my neighbor, and you're also my younger brother's fiancée, so I want us to get along. That's why I gave you that food. I didn't think I'd get a lot of money each month. What's all that supposed to mean? I am so confused right now. When you put it like that, it makes me sound like I'm begging you for food. Do you think I'm that desperate? To be honest, it comes off a little bit like that these days, Natalie. You drop by here without letting me know you're coming and ask for a share of my food. Then you won't leave until I give you something. To be honest, it's rather annoying, and sometimes it makes me anxious. You think that's annoying? What a horrible thing to say. It would be such a waste to throw all the leftover vegetables that you've got into the garden or in the trash. And don't you think I'm helping you by taking your food with me? That's why we aren't wasting food, and I'm helping you eat it all up. Wait, what? Why are you bringing this up, Natalie? Well, since you're living alone, you wouldn't be able to reduce the amount of food and other vegetables you cook without giving it to someone else, right? It's such a waste to not give the food to someone. So don't be like, why are you talking about this to me? If you continue to be so narrow-minded, you won't be able to marry anyone. I don't see what me being single has to do with me cooking. What are you getting at? But there are so many connections when it comes to the things you do. You should take this as an opportunity to look at yourself in the mirror and reconsider things. Otherwise, marriage for you will keep being put off until no one wants to be with you. Huh? Why are you jumping from one subject to the next? Why are you criticizing me so much? Well, people who are good at cooking and growing things in their garden are in high demand. A woman who's got a lot of those characteristics get married really early, right? However, you're still a miserable single lady, Nina. Once you reach the age of 35, women like you become so narrow-minded. I've only just recognized why you're still single just now. If I was really that narrow-minded, Natalie, you'd not receive any food from me, and I'd keep it to myself. The fact that I share vegetables and other dishes with you is a great thing. My heart's as big as the ocean, and I love giving to others. Maybe that's just something that you'll never understand about me, and that's fine, but don't criticize me all the time about it. Then why haven't you gotten married? There's no way a man would leave a woman to be single if they're such a good cook. I suppose no one has any interest in being with an old and wrinkly 35-year-old like you. I hope someone as kind as myself appears in front of you soon. It would be such a waste to leave you single while a wonderful man is wandering around looking for his perfect wife. I'll be coming over again next month to get my share of your food so it doesn't go to waste. It's the summertime, so I'm looking forward to being able to eat the watermelons and other fruits growing in your garden.
Hi there, Nina. I just wanted to send you a message saying I'm really sorry about what happened today. It seems like Natalie just decided it was her right to take your food from your house. I can't believe that she took such a large amount of vegetables and other dishes from you.
Yeah, I finally told her what I think about it today. I told it to her straight that it was such a nuisance of her to just be coming over without telling me. She just keeps coming over whenever she feels like it, but when it comes to her, she doesn't listen to anything I say at all. She told me that she was going to come by next month as well.
I've also told her many times that you've got to ask to go over instead of just dropping by. She's completely burdening you by going over there and just taking the food that you work so hard to make. I've told her over and over again to stop causing trouble for my sister, but I also get the same treatment that you do. She doesn't listen to me at all either.
I was told that it would be a waste since there are leftovers anyway and no one else will eat them. She claims that I'm living off my own poor leftovers.
She very much thinks she's doing the right thing, but she's just being pushy and wanting your food. I'm so sorry about what she said to you, Nina.
Even though I'm trying to take care of the people around me, she's still looking down on me like I'm filth. She was teasing me again today about my age and how I'm single. It's got nothing to do with her what my life's like.
What the heck? Why does she think she's got the right to question you or treat you in that way?
I've been hiding a few things from you, but lately her behavior has gotten really bad, so I needed to tell you. I'm sorry, but if you're seriously going to get married to a woman like her, I'll have to consider going out with someone so she'll get off my case. It's mentally tough to stick together for a long time, especially when your in-laws are treating you like crap.
Yeah, I guess there's not much choice in the matter. But I'll also be a little more cautious around Natalie, in case she steps out of line. The wedding ceremony's coming up, so maybe I'm just on a high about wanting to love her and marry her, so I don't see what she's really like.
If she didn't treat me like she does, she's actually a really nice and happy lady. For the time being, I'm just going to try and keep my distance from her, at least until she calms down a little bit. Hey, I'm trying to get in touch with you. Natalie, can you please answer me? Why have I been kicked out of the wedding venue? How is there no way for me to get inside? Please, hurry up and let me in, otherwise I'm going to miss everything. Oh, Nina, I'm just so sorry. I'd like people who are not suitable guests for the wedding celebration to refrain from attending the ceremony. I'm sorry that this decision has been made without your knowledge and it's such short notice, but you can go home now. So, can you please leave the venue? Are you seriously kidding me right now, Natalie? You're saying that I need to go home now? What do you mean that some guests aren't invited to attend? Don't you realize that I'm the groom's big sister? I have never heard of anyone's relative getting kicked out of a family wedding before. But Nina, aren't you still a miserable single person? It doesn't really go with what we wanted for the ceremony. Even if you're a relation to the groom, I want to avoid people like you. What's that even supposed to mean? Why are you using me being single as an excuse to kick me out of the ceremony? Because weddings are for celebrating the happy couple while also being surrounded by other happy couples. It's a place for husbands and wives to commit to each other and to express their eternal love for one another. And you wouldn't understand because you're single and choose to be alone. Don't you realize that this isn't the place for you to be? How dare you say that? Are you kidding me, Natalie? That's a terrible thing to say. I only just realized this today, okay? All the guests that were invited have wonderful partners or are married. Amongst all of those guests, you're the only one who's single. If you were staying around in a place like this trying to mingle, wouldn't you get super jealous? I'm just trying to do you a favor here. I'm saving your own skin from embarrassment. This is so unbelievable. I just don't fully understand your reasoning for doing this, Natalie. Did you really kick me out of the ceremony for this stupid reason? Hey, I'm being dead serious here. Only happy people should come to a wedding ceremony like this. In such a place, people who come and are single give off bad vibes. I don't want the only wedding I'll ever have be tainted by negative people and them moaning about being alone. Your wedding wouldn't even be tainted as I don't give off any negative vibes at all. That's not true at all. You give off such a miserable and negative aura. I can see it from miles away. Just having someone like you hanging around brings sadness and depression to everyone in the room. A woman who's still on the market is so out of place in a ceremony like this. Fine. Have it your way then, Natalie. I'll just go home. Ah, okay then. Just leave the congratulatory present behind so we can pick it up on our way out, okay? As always, you're so crude. I'll just leave the gift on the ground and go home as you wish for me to do. But if you ask me to come back later on, I won't do it. That makes no sense. What are you talking about? Why would I ask you something like that for anyway? In fact, I feel so relieved that the person who caused such a nuisance has disappeared. Now I can be happy and my wedding will be full of joy and love. Nina, I really need you to come back to the wedding venue right now. Oh, I can't believe this. My father's so angry. This isn't good. Oh, I wonder what's gone wrong. What's going on over there? For some reason, he suddenly noticed that you weren't here and he started making a huge fuss. So when I told him I said to her to go home, he got super angry. He started screaming and said that the wedding was to be canceled immediately. He told me to his own daughter that it's not worth marrying a woman like me if I'm going to do something like this. Oh my, that's actually crazy. He sounds extremely angry then. Your father's usually so calm about these things. What's gotten into him? What am I supposed to do? Why did my own father get so angry about kicking you out of the wedding? You know, he's got a point, because I also don't know why you'd do that to me either. Maybe your brain is turned to mush because you were so excited that you found a way to only have happy couples at the wedding and then you'd be happy? What the heck is that supposed to mean? You think that doing something like this isn't normal? Well, any normal parent would get angry over something like this. You kicked me out of the venue for silly reasons. His own daughter kicked out the groom's older sister for such a stupid reason. I can see why he's angry with you. Apart from that, I feel totally in his debt now with him understanding how insane your actions have been. On top of that, I also hid how you've been treating me from our parents. If they found out what you really wanted, it would be an inconvenience to you. So you did this without saying anything to your parents. No wonder they're angry after they saw I wasn't at the venue. What? Now just hold on a minute. How do you know about what I was thinking? I ended up telling your parents everything you've done to me, that you've been forcibly taking the food I cook from my house. I heard you also brought the food over to your parents' house and told them that you were the one that cooked all that food. What are you even saying? I didn't lie to my parents. How do you even know all that? Before the wedding ceremony started, I went over to greet and have a little chat with your parents. At that time, we started talking about you. They told me that you'd recently gotten into home gardening and cooking, which made no sense to me. You told them that girls change a lot when they get married, but when I asked for more details, I ended up telling them it was me who made all that food. When I told them the truth, they started to panic a little, as you've never been the one to lie. You're the one making up lies. Did you just confess everything to them? I definitely thought that your parents were misunderstanding the whole situation. I never thought that you'd be actively lying to them. Tisk tisk, Natalie, you must never tell lies to your parents. But how could you sell me out like that? Then you go ahead and kick me out of your wedding just because I'm single. It's ridiculous. It's no wonder your parents are furious at you for lying and then kicking me out of the venue. I looked out for you and took care of you, but you just treated me like crap and looked down on me. All because I was single. On top of that, you told me to leave your gift behind and told me to go home. You care more about gifts than people, Natalie. I didn't really mean to. It was just a joke. Just please come back to the wedding venue so we can continue with the ceremony. And it will also appease my parents, so please come back here. Both of them are quite angry. I've never seen them this angry before, and I can't help but do anything to fix it. If things continue like this, the wedding might actually get canceled, no joke. I told you before, Natalie, I wasn't going to come back to the venue no matter what happened. You know that you agreed to that, right? Yes, but my wedding could actually get canceled because of something so silly. Well, that's your problem. I just plan to laze around at home now. I hope the wedding, which only happens usually once in a person's life, goes smoothly. Are you trying to ruin me or something? Nina, what happened yesterday? Why did you really not come back to help me out? This is all your fault that my wedding didn't go the way it was supposed to. After my father got angry at me for kicking you out of the wedding ceremony, he gave me no choice and canceled my wedding in front of everybody there. What happened to your wedding shouldn't be blamed on me. You were the one that lied about everything, and I just spoke the truth to your parents. Cut the crap, Nina. You were trying to sabotage everything for me because you're that kind of person. It's because you did so many unnecessary things to me. My mom and dad were worried about my marriage. That's why I sent them food and vegetables to make them feel less anxious about the whole thing. I was just showing my parents the love and respect that they needed. Then you go and ruin all that. But you don't use someone else's meals and vegetables to show that. It was my cooking you were giving them, not your own. What you were doing was wrong in the first place by taking what isn't yours and making it come off as your own. Oh my God, Nina, just shut up. You're such a miserable and single old hag. I don't want to be told this by the person who thinks I'm not respecting my parents. Are you kidding me? You're the one who's been lying to them, okay? Would you quit it with the stuff about me being miserable and single, please? Well, that's why you'll be single no matter how long it takes to find you a man. You always snitch on people. Don't get so carried away with your crap just because you're good at cooking and can grow vegetables. It's not much of an exciting thing. I was almost able to get married even without learning how to do that. If anyone is the worst daughter, it's you. You're a miserable, single, 35-year-old that can't hold down a man. You're such a stupid daughter for lying to your parents. How are you still saying so much nonsense about me? Because I can. What are you getting at?
It's because of you that we're here today, talking to each other, and you begging Nina to do something about what you've done. But you, oh no, you turn everything on me, even though you're the one who got angry yesterday. You still haven't reflected on what you did to make things happen the way they did. Then you decide to continue to make fun of Nina. I've had enough of your crap, Natalie.
Wait just a minute. Is that you, Dad? Why the heck are you using Nina's phone for?
I came over here to apologise to her in your place, since you're too stubborn to. Your mother and I came over to apologise for what our stupid little daughter did. How could you lie to us like this?
But, Dad, I was just trying to look like a good daughter.
Nina was so kind to actually accept our apology. She didn't have to do that, but she did. She then showed us her garden. When we told her that we had started a garden after we retired and that we had been unsuccessful, we thanked her for the advice she gave us on how to grow vegetables. Why would you treat someone as kind as Nina like you have? We taught you better than that.
I just can't believe that you're not taking your own daughter's side in this.
The vegetables you so brazenly took from her took a lot of time and effort to grow. I got it for free, and you didn't even pay her back for it. And you don't even thank her for it, you just took it as your own. On top of that, you constantly look down on her for being single. It's pathetic, Natalie.
This isn't what it looks like, Dad, I swear. That's just how we are, you see? It's the way we communicate.
What's that even supposed to mean, Natalie?
Even though we're sisters-in-law, we're sisters, right? You can say anything you want to a sister. That's why I don't thank her for many things. Even if you're a single person, it's just the way we communicate with each other. We just joke around.
You think this is how you should treat a sister? Are you kidding me, Natalie? You realise that your marriage is in jeopardy now because of how you treated Nina, right?
Huh? No way, really? But I hardly said anything that bad to her.
Beside us being here, Carl's here as well, to apologise to Nina for how you've acted.
Are you serious? Cole's there as well? Please don't involve him in this, Dad.
He also told me that he doesn't want to go through with the marriage anymore.
Are you kidding me? That's not fair. I didn't do anything.
You treated his sister like crap, Natalie. Think back on what you've done. You've been so rude. Think about how many people's feelings you've hurt. I'm not going to interfere with the couple's problems, but whatever the outcome is, it's your own fault. Even if you come to our house crying, I don't intend on letting you in.
Nina, what am I supposed to do? I can't get a hold of Cole. Where is he? He's not breaking up with me, right? Cole's still at my house. He's going to move out and live here for a while. That's why he came over to ask to stay at mine. What? He wants to live apart from me, but I really need to talk to him. Look, I don't know if Cole will break up with you or not, but he needs his space. But he put the marriage registration papers through the shredder, so I think you've got your answer. Are you kidding me? Why would he do that to me? I'm definitely not ready to break up with him. Why is this happening? I just wanted to begin my marriage with a happy wedding surrounded by happy couples, and you've gone and ruined it. I hardly said anything bad to you, and so what? I took some of your vegetables for my parents and myself. It's not like you needed them. That's not the point, Natalie. You'd come over without my permission and took what you pleased. I might be single, but I'm happy and you need to back off. Just help me get back Cole. I need him. He's all I've got now. Please tell him to come back home. Your problems are not mine to fix. You need to reflect on how rude you've been to me and your parents. You can do that thinking all on your own. Good luck with that. A short while later, a discussion was had in the presence of both families. Natalie apparently came by with a tearful apology and a 150-page essay on what she did wrong. She said she decided to stay away to reflect on what she did. During that time, Cole was living at my house. I've been doing a lot of business trips lately, so he's been very helpful with taking care of the vegetables in my garden. He told me that I always make the most delicious food, and he helped pay for the food costs. As for Natalie, she rented an apartment near her parents during the separation period. While helping her parents in their vegetable garden, she was bossed around by her strict parents. I don't know if she regrets what she did, but all the vegetables she sends us are fresh and delicious. I guess she wasn't such a bad gardener after all.